Hello and welcome back to The Broken Doll. This is night 13, and so it's time to take a look at this. I'm going to show this to you because I want to see what's going on just as well, I bet you, like you do. Let's see if there's any difference from yesterday to today. If you want to see what Ricky looked like yesterday, go to yesterday's video, and maybe I'll put a link of it down below for you, so you can just link to it. Oh my goodness, look at him. Wow, did he ever turn out whiter? Oh my word, he's still dark in here. Still got some darkness in there, but wow, did that ever clean him up nice. Holy crow. There's a difference. Now, he's going to go back in, okay? Oh, his body's even lighter. Like, they're still staining on him, of course, but wow, there is an improvement. Like, still around here. The belly and the midriff here is pretty good. You know, all around the mid-back and everything. It seems between the lower buttocks and the high shoulder area, we still got some area in here that is pretty dark, but wow. Okay, we'll put that back down in there. It's going to go back down. Let's take a look at a leg. Yeah, see the legs? Now, this is what happened the last time. They got lighter when they're in this solution. It's once they dry up and they get back in the air, all this seems to darken again. But we're hoping what will happen is that, this is what we're hoping, is that keeping them in for the 14 days in the solution will make it a permanent thing. So I want to make sure that we got enough water. They're covering them, the bodies are covered. I'm going to add a little bit of water. I found that extra water. I was moving some stuff around and ta-da, there it is. Or there it was. Oh, there we go. I found my other thing of water here. So let's get this in here. Now we're going to add our 8 pellets or tablets, whatever you call them. So 2, 4, 6, 8 right here. Who do we appreciate? Little Ricky. Okay, 1. Oh, got it right in the almost the mouth. Okay, be careful where I splash it. All right. Trying to drop them in different places. I don't think it makes a difference, but the solution all goes together in the end. But oh, this one's, I broke the pellet. There we go. Okay, there we go. But it's nice to see just where it's going, where it's heading off to. You know, I can see his head is poking up here. He is supposed to be down. I have the legs so that they hold him down. See, the body wants to come up too. There we go. I want that to be held down. Okay. And 2 more. This one it's one too many. I don't think it would hurt to put a 9th one in, but I'm trying to keep it to 8 so that the, there we go. And that we keep to 8, 8, 8, you know. This is a big tub of water, so you think you're supposed to put them in your dentures in a little glass, you know, to soak them overnight. So 8 doesn't seem to be unreasonable. There we go. So we're going to let the solution work. We can see that it is working, that we are getting some results. But like I said, the last time we did this, which I'm kind of glad we did, because now we know that just overnight is not enough. And when it dries out, like the doll totally dries, it darkens. So let's just keep going. Day 13, let's see where we are. Oh, it's interesting, isn't it? So I got to go in and translate some Dutch that somebody gave me, and I'm going to go work on that. So thank you very much. I don't use the translator. I don't cheat. I refuse to use them. I sit there and translate it on my own. I figure it out word by word by word. And that's how I remember certain words. I may not remember it all, but I remember some things. Or my eye is familiar with the words too. Sometimes it's not so much about pronouncing the word, which I will not try, but what I do try to do is become familiar with it with my eyes. And you know, next would be learning how to speak the word, you know, but sometimes you can get the word pretty close. I do go on that thing where they pronounce the word. I forget. There's an app for that where they will pronounce the word for you. So there is that too. So you can, I have done that from time to time. But anyways, I got some Dutch. Now before I go in and translate my Dutch, I have an update on the dolls over here. So let's do that really quickly. Get that over there. Okay, and slowly I'm going to twirl you. I did some painting last night, and I want to keep you updated on these babies. Now, this is just first coat, and it did, oh, it's beautiful. I think they just turned out gorgeous. But it tells me their problems. I look at my, this is the hair I made. I think it looks really nice. Like, it's not the best of hair. This one I'm going to keep as my own anyways. Because this is my, what you call your trial one. The one that you try little things on. But the paint is just going on so nicely. I'm just so happy with the paint. Now, I took it from that jar over there and I transfer it over to here. This has paint thinner in it. Then I put it in a little cup and then I paint from that little cup. But, yeah, this is got paint thinner in it now. So it's thinned down enough to paint. The first coat I always put on from that jar before the paint thinner. Second coat, and starting to get particular, will be painted with this. But these ones here already had the paint on them, but oh my goodness, they turned out gorgeous. Here's the other little guy. Now I do have a problem with the fourth one. I noticed some things going on with him that were not there before. And I noticed a crack here, and I started to paint, and I had to take the paint off. There's a little crack lifting here. This one is really taking off, and this one over here is also taking off. So I got to do some work on this over here. This is not going to work because this will lift. I have to get them worked on. So that's okay. You have setbacks with your dolls when you do this, and this is why I paint. And all of a sudden I realize, oh my goodness, I didn't do this or I didn't do that, and I will take the paint off, or I will sand the paint. I will do what it takes to make that look better before I add any more coats of paint on the doll. My first coat never really is my true coat. It's my one that I go, where's my mistakes? And then I start looking for them. And then I go, okay, you need to be fixed here, 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 here. And then that's how I deal with it. But I did notice that on this doll here. So he needs some more work done to him. But he's going to turn out just gorgeous in the end. I found that a lot of his facial area was really not too bad at all. It was just at the back there. I'll show you another little blip I did. I forgot to sand this little blip here, this little thing here, so I stopped before I did any more painting. But I did notice he has a crack here. I noticed that earlier too when I was looking at it going, oh my goodness, where are these cracks showing up? But they're just showing up. There's one right there too. I'm keeping an eye on this one here. I might have to go backwards on him and fix those cracks. It's just something that you got to do. You got to fix them. You can't just let them be. Something I'm looking at, you know, but yeah, it's what it is. These dolls are old. They've been knocked about. They've been through the mill. These are true play dolls. They've been played with. This is my most roughest one right here. The one I'm going to keep for myself. This gapper back here. He has half his head is milliput at the back. This is all milliput back here. He had a hole right through his head. So he had a lot of knocks. He had a bad eye. A lot of different stuff was going on with these dolls. But I see some of the problem areas. Around this eye here, I saw some problems I want to work on. There were some problems up in here on this eye. I do see problems. And I'm going to go after those problems and get them fixed. That's what the paint shows. Because the paint is not going to make it any different. It's going to keep showing it, showing it, showing it. So you have to work on those areas. Otherwise, they're going to show right through to the final stages. You will not get away with it. Composition will not lie to you. It's so truthful. But the thing is that I'm glad I see it. I can work with it. I know how to fix some of this. And on I'll go, you know. So anyways, I hope you like what you're seeing here. It's coming along. It's just slow but sure. Setbacks all the time. That's what composition does to you when you're restoring an old doll. And a lot of people would sometimes just go right on by and let those things just be. I don't. I try not to. I'm before I used to. Now see up here, this bothers me up in here. I will be fixing these little divots in the head. I hope you can see those little divots right there. They show up to me, and I want those divots to be go over zoom. See, there they are. They bother me. So those will be fixed. If I see anything that needs to be fixed, it will be fixed. So just silly little things like that, but they're enough that they'll always show through the paint. So, yep, they're simple. Simple things to deal with, but it'll be dealt with. So what would I do first? Sand this first. I'll give it a little bit of a sanding to get the paint out of the way, and then put in my spackling and spackle that. They're simple things, but enough that your paint will always show them. And you know what? When you're at these early stages before you're ready to really get the serious painting done to them, deal with it then. This is the time to deal with it. But when you got that serious painting going on, you don't want to be doing it then. It's not the best time. So anyhow, I hope you like what you're seeing. A lot of good stuff coming. Oh my word, I'm just happy with them all though. I really am. I'm happy with the color of the paint, everything. It's just turning out great. So anyways, thank you for joining me. More to come. Day 12 tomorrow. Bye-bye. Oh, hit the like button and the subscribe and leave a comment. Preferably in English, but I will translate. Don't dare me. I'll get on there and I'll translate it. Okay, thanks again for joining me. Bye-bye.